key takeaway from today's live trade analysis breakdown is the power of choosing not to trade. I think that's a underrated skill that most advanced traders have but don't share as much, and a lot of amateur traders don't have, is some know when to get in, but some don't know when to stay on the sidelines. And in the live trade analysis that I'll go through, I'll walk through two trades that I rejected just because it wasn't really of any interest to me and I didn't think it was worth the risk. Trading live on the DAX, there were two moves that I rejected today. The first one entered the area of interest, consolidated below it. I didn't take it just because the smooth moving averages were quite flat here. As you see, there's a lot of consolidation here, and it did start to slope upwards. I was going for a long, but I decided not to take because where the break of structure occurred here, it was too close to a 30-minute time frame resistance. So usually I'd like to have at least +1, but as you can see, 22 pip risk, but the distance was around 14 pips, so not interested in that one. Then there was a second move here, which touched my second point of interest, but to be honest, I missed that one. I was looking at a different chart, but as you can see here, there was a break of structure, even though the smooth moving averages were again moving slightly downwards. There was a decent break of structure here. Could have entered and maybe had a risk around 20 pips. That just made the criteria, met the criteria for entering. But what I found was, again, it was close to a very strong 30-minute time frame resistance. As you can see, I'll just make it a little bit clearer. I'll hide everything else. And just show you. So there's a lot of resistance here, and where we are today, obviously now, I was entering it a lot earlier. There was a lot of consolidation here, lots of back and forth. So even if you did enter, there'd just be either giving back the points or just a lot of emotion. So a lot of back and forth for about an hour. Price finally started to make a move, but at that point I wasn't really interested because of just how close it was, so I avoided that trade. There's also a couple of other trades I was looking at. I was looking at the FTSE, the UK 100. I needed price to reach around here at 38.2%, or I wouldn't be interested in trading. There's a really good move on the 30-minute time frame. If it did go ahead, there'd be plenty of room for profit. But as you can see, it's been about 2 hours. Price hasn't really touched my area of interest, so I decided not to enter it. Euro JPY. I don't tend to like to enter into this one just because of how it doesn't really align with the sessions that I trade. It's not as active during the London session. There was a decent move, but it hasn't seemed to have settled with the impulse, so I've decided not to enter into anything or look for anything today. But yeah, as you can see, it's moving upwards quite nicely, but just hasn't consolidated to move down yet.